Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. And today's show we're going to be talking about clip sticks and a specific brand of clip sticks, the Beta Climbing Design Evo. Now there are lots of climbing clip sticks on the market, but the Beta design is sort of the granddaddy, the original, the one that everyone wants. Maybe it's just me, but I've always wanted it. With that blue design, all the good people at the crag seem to use it, and I could never afford it. But I've got it now, so I'm going to tell you why the Evo is better in almost every way from the original. Now, before I talk about the features of the Evo, let's talk about clip sticks and why you'd want one in the first place. And I'm sure some people are going to be screaming ethics at me here, but let me explain why you'd use one. So often when you sport climb, you tend to clip the first clip of a route, or sometimes even the second. That's because it's sport climbing, and the dangerous bit is on those first couple of clips. If you fall off, your belay's not ready, or you haven't got anything clipped in, you're going to hit the ground, you might break an ankle, you might break a leg, you might break your neck, who knows? I've seen people snap legs from only a meter up, and it was horrendous. So a lot of people put that first draw in to remove that danger element. It's considered generally ethically okay. You've still done the route if you've clicked that first draw. The other time you want to use a clip stick is if the first draw is miles away. There are lots of crags where that draw seems to be just forever away and it's a bit unnerving, or sometimes a bolt's fallen out. It's just a useful thing to have. You can also use it to clip stick your way up a route. So let's say you're working something right at your edge of your limit. So let's say I'm on an 8A or something and I've got to the crux section and I want to work that really tricky bit. I could take the clip stick up with me, reach the next draw, clip it in so I've got a top rope on that section. It can also help me just get to the top of the route if I want to strip it. So that's why you want one. Now, why do you want this one? So the Evo, the evolution of the Beta design clip stick. Now the old one had a different locking system. This one has got these big chunky clips, and the old one utilized a twist system. So you had to unscrew it, extend it, and then screw it back up to lock it. Now I don't know about you, but I found that screw system often didn't work very well. It used to get jammed, and especially if it was very cold, let's say winters at Raventore, for example, it would get almost iced up and very difficult to unscrew, and the older the clip stick got, the less well that worked. This takes away that problem. You just flick it up, extend it, flick it down. It's so easy and so simple, and you use this and you think, why was I ever unscrewing things? It's just miles better. They've pretty much totally redesigned the head, and Quickdraws over the years have got thinner and a little bit larger, and that's reflected in the new shape of this. It just fits in a lot better when you slot it in. The gate itself works the same way as it always did. You just push down the carabiner and it holds into place like that, ready for the bolt. But what has changed is this wire gate itself, and this can be adjusted up or down. So for a smaller quick draw like this, you can put it in the same way, but you can adjust this bar in and down, which means it's in a different position, which will fit that gate a lot better. So for the rest of the features, I kind of need to show you on the cliff. So I'm going to go over there to Guy on Wall and do some clipping. Okay, so now we're at the cliff, I can show you a few more of the features with this. And as always with this kind of stuff, this is my opinion, this is what I like about it, but I want to hear your opinion. So if you think differently, please comment below and let me know. So because of this new redesign of the handle, it feels a lot firmer in the hand, especially when extended out. Now this is quite a large model, and as you'll be able to see, it really does extend quite far, and it's so much quicker than that old twisty method that personally I kind of hated. Really quick, really simple. Final last thin bit, and when I extend it out, it's nice and long but fairly stable. It is still a little wobbly on the end, but there's a lot of sort of material around there, but generally it feels just more sturdy in your hand, especially when it's at its utmost limit like it is now. Now another nice new feature is this hole they've put in the top, and let's say you can attach the clip stick to your harness when you're working a route and you want to clip your way up it. So really simple, put it in and it fits over the top nicely, and then you can just clip it onto your harness and off you go. Right, so clipping with the clip stick, you simply put your carabiner in as per usual. So it's nicely rested in there. You just clip that gate back until it locks in. You then clip your rope into that bottom carabiner. Make sure there's enough rope hanging out of it, otherwise you're going to get caught halfway. And then you simply extend it up to the bolt, clip it in, and you're ready to climb. Now the other thing the clip stick can do is use it to lasso your rope into a quick draw if it's in but you're not attached to it. Now this is super hard to do on a slabby surface like here at Guyon, so via the magic of TV, cut to the studio. So by the magic of TV, we're in a different space. I've got a different jacket on and a different haircut, but that doesn't matter. Now we're in here to show you how to lasso the rope through the quick draw if you've pulled the rope through the system and you want the rope back in place. Now the reason we couldn't do it at the crag is because that's a slabby crag and it's super hard to do unless there's a little bit of gap between the quick draw and the rock. So in here we've got this free hanging setup. All you do is you take a bite of the rope like this. You kind of place it within the beater stick and kind of flop it to the side. You then simply hold on to one end, which you're going to pull the lasso tighter. You then gently maneuver it up to the quick draw, lasso it in that loop of rope and then pull one of the strands and hopefully it's going to pop into that gate like that. Now this is a little bit fiddly, it takes a while to get used to it and you will screw it up a few times, but it does work, it's just hard to do. Back to the crag. You may have noticed there's a hook-like structure on the Evo, and of course that's no accident. What this can be used for is hooking the rope. So let's say you've done your project or you failed on your project, you've fallen off, you've come down, you want another go, but you still want that first draw in, but you can't reach the rope to pull it down. Hook, all you do is bring it up, hook the section of rope you want, pull it down, drag it until you can reach it, and then you can just pull it through and the rope is still around that draw, ready to go for your climb. And the final feature of this Evo stick is the ability to remove a quick draw. So let's say you haven't got to the top of your route or you just want to get your draws down, here's how to do it, but we need to be in the studio once again. Now it is tricky to demo this because here we've got this ceiling thing that keeps getting in the way. But luckily, Charlie Woodburn did a fantastic video on this. So without further ado, Charlie, take it away.
So the technique for taking a quick draw out of a bowl remotely, you get an extra beaner like this, place it in the cradle, take yourself a bite of rope, place it through the carabiner and underneath the gate trap. You then remotely place the loop of rope over the bottom of the quick draw, take it up to the top beaner and squeeze the gate open and it comes out of the bowl.
So there you go, that is the Beater Stick Evo. And look, it's one of those things, you're either gonna want one of these and need one of these or you're just not. If you're a sport climber working hard projects, it is super useful. And personally, if I haven't got one, I find myself wandering around a crag asking people to borrow theirs. Do you need the Evo? If you've already got the original Beater stick, then maybe not. But if you're looking for a clip stick, this is just so much better than the original in almost every way. I love the handle system and the whole thing just feels a lot better and more natural to use. So I'm super impressed with this and it goes in my bag when I go sport climbing. Let me know what you think. Have you used this? What do you think of it compared to other models on the market? And what could they improve further in your opinion? Let us know by commenting below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.